Hi everyone, welcome to Sew with Adeshola. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. Kindly click on subscribe button, like, comment and share. And if you're a returning subscriber or returning viewer, thank you for always stopping by. Thank you for always sticking with us. And in today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful A-line dress with gathers at the down part and a stylish bow tie. If this is something you're interested in, keep on watching.
I'll be making use of 1.5 yard of this blue Ankara fabric for the upper part of the dress and 1.5 yard of this other fabric for the gathers. So I am working with the dress length of 38 inches, and to determine the upper part of this dress, the body, measure from your shoulder to your hip line, and whatever you get is going to be the measurement for your body. Now to the gathers, just subtract whatever you get as your body from the total length. So I'm using 22 inches as a body, and then I'm going to subtract 22 from 38, and whatever I get is the answer for my gathers, which is 16 inches. I hope you understand that part. Now the next thing we're going to do is to fold our fabric into two like this, both the front and the back. So I've gone ahead to fold it into two. Now the next thing we're going to do is to mark the starting line. And from that starting line, take your bust measurement. For me it is 10 inches. And from there I'll go to the length of my dress, which is 22 inches. I'm marking 22 inches over there. Now once you're done with that, the next thing you want to do is to highlight those lines like that, extend it out. And once you are done extending the line, the next thing you want to do is to go to your starting line and mark your shoulder to shoulder measurement. So for me, I'm working with 7.5. And after doing that, I'll come down by 8 inches from my chest line. Some people do come back up by 2 inches from that bust point. It is still the same thing. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to mark my neck width and neck depth. I'm making use of 3 by 3, which is 3 inches for the depth and 3 inches for the width of this neckline. The next thing you want to do is to come down by 1 inch from your shoulder measurement like so, and after which you're going to connect it into your neckline like so. And from there we are going to mark your shoulder measurement, what you marked on your shoulder, also on your chest line, then connect and make a straight line like so. And after which, the next thing we're going to do is to divide that line into two, which is our armhole line. Divide it into two and come in by 1/2 inch like so. Then go to your chest line and mark your bust measurement divided by 4 and add 3 inches for ease and sewing allowance. I hope you understand. And the next thing to do is to connect those dots together from that shoulder slope down to 1/2 inch and then to your bust measurement. I hope you understand that. Just go ahead and connect the dots together like I am doing right now. And after you are done, the next thing you want to do is to go to the end of your dress, your hem, and mark 17 inches. You can decide to use 16 inches. I'm using 17 inches here, and then I'm just going to slant it from that chest line to the 17 inches I took like so. So go ahead and do yours. And after you're done doing that, the next thing you want to do is to cut out the part you won't be needing. And while cutting, do not forget to add 1/2 inch for sewing allowance at your shoulder slope like this. So I'm going to be adding 1/2 inch. And after this, the next thing I'm going to do is to cut the neckline. But then before I cut the neckline, I remember that I didn't mark out the neckline for the back. So I went ahead and took 1.5 for my back neck depth
like so, and then I'm just going to slant it into the 3 inches width. I hope you understand. Then I'm just going to cut it out like this, and after cutting it out, the next thing I'm going to do is label that the back. Now we have the front piece to work with. Just go ahead and cut out the neckline like that, and after cutting, the next thing you want to do is to cut out the opening at the front like that. So to do this, come down by 2 inch like so. Just come down by 2 inch and then go out by 1.5 like that. Then connect the two together to form a kind of keyhole design. I hope you understand. Then the next thing is to cut it out. After cutting, the next thing you want to do is to cut an interface for the keyhole part of this front piece. To do this, fold the fabric into 2 and place your fabric on top of it like that. Your front piece, place it on top, just the keyhole part, place it on top like so, and then you're just going to use that to trace it out and cut it out like that. I hope you understand. Then cut it out like this as well. You can decide to use 4 inches, but I just decided not to do that. I just cut it out. Then you're going to place it right side facing each other like so, and sew with 1/2 inch. Now this is what I had after I was done. This is what I have. You can see I'd gone ahead to notch it and also iron it so that it can relax well. And after doing this, the next thing we want to do is to join the front and back piece at the shoulder with 1/2 inch. So go ahead and do that. And this is what I have as well. So the next thing we want to do is to cut out the fabric for our bow tie, that is the strip for our bow tie. To do this, cut out a piece of fabric that is about 2 inches wide. Cut out a piece of fabric that is 2 inches wide and about 60 inches long. So I'm making use of this fabric. I'm just going to join these fabrics together like so. And then after cutting it, then the next thing you want to do is to fold it in by 1/2 inch on both sides like this. Just fold it in by 1/2 inch on both sides. And after folding, the next thing you're going to do is to fold it into 2 again. Then go ahead and iron it out. Now after I was done, this is what I have. This is what I have after I was done. Now the next thing for us to do is to determine the midpoint of our bow tie, that is the middle of our bow tie. So to do this, fold your bow tie strip into 2 like that and mark the middle. Just mark it like so. Now after you're done marking, the next thing you're going to do is to pick up your fabric, your dress at the back like so. Determine the midpoint of that as well and notch. I hope you understand. Fold your back fabric into 2 and notch the middle. Then you're going to place the middle of your strip like that into the middle of your back neckline and use it to cover it like that and sew. So you're going to sew from that middle up until the end of one side of the tie, and also from the middle to the other side of the tie as well. I hope you understand it. So you're going to sew it like that. So after I was done, this is what I have. As you can see, the bow tie like that. Now the next thing we are going to do is to cut out the fabric for our gathers that we are going to be joining to the base of our dress like so.
So I had gone ahead to cut out 17.5 inch long for the length of this fabric, 16 inch for the actual length, and 1.5 for folding and joining allowance. And the fabric is about 60 inches wide. So the next thing we're going to do is to pleat this fabric to the dress itself. Just go ahead and pleat it like that to it. And after I was done, this is what I have. As you can see, I'd gone ahead to pleat it and I already weaved it as well. Now the next thing we're going to do is to fix our pocket on the sides. To do this, I'm going to be folding my dress into two, like so. Then I'm going to mark 18 inches down, like so. So I'm going to make a line like that. And after doing that, I'm going to just notch it so that I can have the notch on both the front and the back. I hope you understand. And after this, the next thing we're going to do is to cut out our pocket. So I'd gone ahead to cut out 4 pieces of fabric like this for the pocket, and the length is about 9 inches and 7 inches wide, you can see. So the next thing I'm just going to do is take one of that pocket and then place it right side facing my fabric. Yes, just place it right side facing the fabric like so, and then I'm just going to stitch it down with 1/2 inch. I hope you get what I'm saying. I'm going to stitch it down with 1/2 inch and also do the same thing for the other 3 sides. And after this, I'll go ahead to cut my sleeve. So this is the fabric I'll be using for the sleeve. I'm just going to fold it into 4 like that so that I can cut both sides, both sleeves together. I'm just going to cut it out using free hand. And after I'm done cutting, the next thing I'm just going to do is to notch the center of the sleeve like that and then sew it to my armhole like that. Then I'll also go ahead and fold the sleeve like that. And this is what I had after I was done. You guys had gone to join the pocket. Now the next thing I'm just going to do is to sew on that side to join the front and the back piece together on the side. So I'm going to join with 1 inch, and then I'm going to reverse my presser foot there and then come down. Just look at what I am doing right there, just look at what I'm saying. So then I'll come down like that and join all the way down, after which I'll go to the pocket side and join with 1/2 inch, and I will do the same thing for the other side as well. And after that, I'll bring to us the final look. So this is the final look. This is what I had after I was done. And that brings us to the end of this tutorial. If you have stuck with us to this time, thank you for watching. Kindly click on subscribe button, comment, like and share. Thank you.